Hello, hello. It's 11:15 in the morning on day 7 of 8 straight pub crawls around Scotland, and you can see by the smile on my face that I am back in Edinburgh. So this is visit 3. We did 2 nights about 6 or 7 weeks ago and absolutely loved it. I'm not counting the very first time we came because we didn't know what we were doing at all, and it was rubbish. So proper visits here, proper videos. This is your 3rd trip around Edinburgh. So there are a couple that I want to revisit today to get better video footage of, because they were done that very first time I came, so they're absolute rubbish. So I'm down in Grassmarket, the old town area. There is a wonderful strip of pubs just along here that I can't wait to get in. And I said I'm here at 11:15 because there's one that's already open. So we're going to kick off with this. The Wee Pub, the smallest pub in Scotland. So it's down here, said on Grassmarket. Let's do a Biddy Mulligans. Maggie Dickson said there are loads of pubs along this strip. It's wonderful, this little road. Never done this one before. Smallest pub in Scotland, and I figured that a Monday morning around 11:15 is the best time to try and get in there if we want to actually be able to see anything. So smallest pub in Scotland, the Wee Pub. It's not one of the day. Well, I mean, they don't call it the Wee Pub for nothing. It is tiny. So yeah, first person in here for the day. So kicking my day off with a Guinness as well. So same guys that own next door, which is attached, Biddy Mulligans, but separate pub. So we'll go and do that next. But yeah, this is tiny. Smallest pub in Scotland, checked off. So happy with that. Not gonna be much to show you around. It's literally just what you can see. So teeny tiny little place, but plenty of character, and a nice little start to the day to check off the smallest pub in the whole of Scotland. So that is if I can do it without falling over any stools. There you have the Wee Pub. And then, as I said to you, so it is owned by the same guy, so this is open already. So it makes perfect sense to come out of the Wee Pub and go straight into here. Mulligans, big pub. This one goes a long way back. Again, a new tick, not one that I've done before. So smallest pub in Scotland, attached to one of the biggest ones down in this area, Biddy Mulligans, which will be stop number 2 of my day thus far, and we're only just hitting 11 AM. What a day. This is a very impressive looking place. Obviously a million times bigger. Well, that's an exaggeration, but a lot bigger than the Wee Pub. A lot more space. Very grand feel to it. It looks pretty lovely in here the whole way around. You can tell it's obviously a busy, bustling pub, especially in the later in the day and in the evenings and stuff. But very nice looking. They've done a really good job with it. Wander around this one. So decent little tap, a mix of stuff on. Kelvin is always a good one to say. So this is much bigger though, as you can you can already tell. The bar itself is as big as the whole of the Wee Pub next door is. But what a beautiful place, nicely decked out. Obviously, I have lots of stuff going on as well. Some wonderful looking whiskies in there, live music, little stage and things, and just some nice booths, very nice decor, and a top looking gaff. Some of the other stuff along here should already be open. There's a lot of 11 o'clock openers along here, and right next door then to the Wee Pub, so the other side, so Biddy's, Wee, and then this. Other side of the Wee Pub is a Maggie Dickson's. Now this one named after an actual lady in the 1700s who got pregnant out of wedlock, which was not only frowned upon, it was basically illegal then, was hung for it and died, or so they thought. Put her in a coffin, lid popped open, and out popped Maggie. So defying justice and the laws of basically everything. So there's a story to this one. Let's go and see it. Really beautiful looking pub, long and narrow, exposed stone walls that are absolutely gorgeous. The bar itself is gorgeous. The back bar is stunning. Obviously the story behind the place, they call her Half Hang It Maggie, which is probably fair, isn't it? Like, hung, thought she was dead, went to bury her in a coffin, resurrected, if you like, or not actually dead, who knows. Never let the truth get in the way of a good story, whatever it is. You have a look at what I'm talking about with how beautiful the pub is. You will see, I love the exposed stone. I think that just adds to the vibe and things. It's a live music pub. They have live music in here 7 days a week. And it's just a really, really nice looking place with a decent little tap mix on. So, half hang it Maggie Dickson's. Right, next to that is the last drop. I have done that before. I'm going to redo it, but that's a 12 o'clock opener. So we're going to carry on walking down here because there are plenty of pubs along this little cobbled area where the hangman's noose and stuff used to be out here on the street. So plenty of macabre history to this particular little part of Edinburgh. But I love stuff like that. It's just pretty cool. So about 150, 200 yard walk down to the next little run, and stop 4 of the day then it's going to be this Beehive Inn. So there's the White Hart Inn as well in between, but that one also doesn't open until 12. Beehive is open already though, so we can get in and have a look at this one. And there's still quite a few things on my Scottish Scran list I'm looking to tick off. It is lunchtime pretty much, isn't it? So let's have a look at the menu in here and see what we might fancy. Beehive Inn up next. It's the Green King, Belhaven owns one. On the specials board, haggis fritters. They're on my list of things to have and tick off. So order some haggis fritters for in here. Nice looking pub. Yeah, most of the Green King, Belhaven ones are though, aren't they? Like, so you know, let's wait and see what these haggis fritters are like. But I'm impressed by it. Music is unnecessarily loud in here, which is going to cause a slight issue with wandering around too much. But yeah, it's a Green King, so Belhaven. 4 cask on, all of which are their own, obviously, and that's what it looks like. Actually, all Green King ones. There are actually some guests, including a Moonwake one on there, which is nice to see. Look, a little walk around ahead of the music. So, as you can see, it's very nicely decked out. I absolutely love the wood carved front to the bar. So that's what it looks like. Here are my haggis fritters. Yeah, love haggis fritters. Whiskey sauce haggis fritters. Haggis fritters with a lovely whiskey sauce. Big tick. They were lovely. So that's one more of my Scottish Scran list checked off already. Right, 2 doors down from the Beehive is this one. It is the Black Bull. Scotland and Argentina flags in the window, obviously because there was rugby yesterday at Hampden Park between the two, so showing that's nice to see that you're saying the opposition fans were more than welcome to come in as well. That's the good thing about rugby, isn't it? There's no mucking about, all the fans can coexist, which is nice. So Black Bull, stop 5 of the day. From the front, this looks pretty small, doesn't it? It looks like maybe it was probably once a little one-room pub at the front, just out there on the square. Not anymore. It is huge. It goes back miles. It's one of the biggest pubs with that sort of tiny frontage that I think I've ever seen. It just goes back miles. Got some decent stuff on. Got some cask ale. Got some decent bits in amongst the keg. So yeah, it's a winner. Good looking menu. Good vibe. From Cold Town on the Session Pale Craft Lager and the XPA and a nitro on there. So yeah, look how massive this place actually is. It goes back miles and miles. This is in the middle where the bar is. From the front bit up there. So not what I was expecting as I walked in at all. But you know what? Yeah, I'm impressed by the place. The lager I just had from Cold Town, local brewery, and they've got their own pub in quite the building called Cold Town House. And yeah, that's rather beautiful. It's got a roof terrace and everything. It's obviously way too cold to be sat on a roof terrace today. But as far as sort of settings for a pub go, you don't get views much more beautiful than the side of Edinburgh Castle, do you, from there. So Cold Town House is my 7th stop of the day already, and we are only on about 20 past 12. Motoring through them. Is it a pub from the brewery? It is actually the brewery. The brewery is on the first floor, so the beer don't get much fresher than that. They bring it down into these big tanks behind the bar, or into the other lines and things, and then it ends up in your glass. That is I'm very impressed by, again, by Cold Town. Not a brewery I see very often when I go round, but seeing their beers around a lot here today. So their core range, the Chris Craft Lager, the Baltic IPA, I've tried both of them. The peaches that they add in to the core range as well, and now I've got this totally tropical pineapple and grapefruit lager. You know what? I actually like that a lot. Got some more of the wit beer and stuff, more things, and a big old space for some dining, and a stage up there in the far corner as well. So this is well worth coming to have a look at. Yeah, he's just offered to give me a taster of all the beers. You want to try them as well? So come down, try their beers. You will not be disappointed. Beer doesn't get fresher than coming from floor 1 down to the ground floor, does it, to be served straight away. I should get myself a kilt while I'm here. Probably not with my knees. Yeah, it's probably not wise. Scare people. Right, there's one on the corner just here. And it is the Fiddler's Arms. So we're still sat in the shadow of that wonderful, wonderful looking castle. Great live music, traditional Scottish pub. Beers, wines, and this will come as a massive surprise here, whiskies. The whiskey selection in Edinburgh is always absolutely mint. Got that kilt shop 2 doors down. Let's get in and see the Fiddler's Arms. Exactly as it says outside. Sweet, traditional, little Scottish pub, corner pub. Little keg mix. I'm on a Magnus now. Switching it from you know me, I switch it all over because it gets boring otherwise. So yeah, first Magnus of the day. It's a bit cold for a Magnus, but still. But it's a traditional little pub. Not really anything else to tell you. A smallish keg range on the Magnus, but we've got Joker IPA, Ensign gun stuff, Ossian on there as well. So small pub, but the old feel of the old stone walls up on that end as well. And as you would expect, yeah, a pretty decent little whiskey selection going on up there too. There's the rest of them. So Joker IPA, 2 Ensign guns, Ossian. Yeah, not a bad little keg range. It's time to double back now, start going back up the rest of the ones along here that were the 12 o'clock openers. Might as well tick them all while we're here, mightn't we? Makes perfect sense. That there's a redo at the last drop to do, and there is also this little beauty next one along. This one is the White Hart Inn, established 1516, and it's rumoured to be the oldest tavern in Edinburgh, which is yeah, quite the claim for such a beautiful city to be the oldest one here. Famous patrons include Oliver Cromwell, William Wordsworth and Robert Burns apparently, and it's supposed to be quite the beauty. So, yeah, these days it's owned by Green King, but we won't hold that against them. It is still quite the building, quite the beauty. 3 car scales on. No guest sales, they are all Green King ones, but have a little look around this. Beer-wise, it is, yeah, very Green King. Belhaven one's on up that side. Around the rest of it, so pretty small looking little place, but it's got a nice fireplace and stuff over there. All of this stuff written on the beams is pretty cool. Some cool messages. The sweets of love awash with tears. That's pretty cool. I like the place. I'm a big fan of anything old, and this is definitely that. Right, it's time then for the first revisit of today. I don't know how many revisits I'll end up doing, but we did this first time me and Holly came together up here. We did this one again purely because of the stories and things behind it. So the hangings used to take place, as I said, out on this square, and the rumoured story that we were told last time, I'm pretty sure it's written on the outside of this, is of course the last drop, was that it's named, you can see all the nooses hanging in the windows in there. It is named the last drop because this is the pub where a condemned man would go for his last tipple, his last drink, aka his last drop before being hung. The other story is that the last drop is obviously it's a slang term for hanging, because that is the last time you drop before you die. So who knows? Many stories, all good ones. These days, this is a Nicholson's Michelin Butler owned brand pub. Anyone that's watched the channel will know I've got a big love for Nicholson's pubs in general. They're always so beautifully crafted and decked out, and you will find decent cask ale in them. Up here, Stewart Brewing. Jack Back from Stewart Brewing on the cask ale, absolutely magnificent beer, as a lot of their stuff is. It's just a lovely looking little place. Jack back and the Stewart's 80 on there, the 80 shilling. Lovely, that Jack back, absolutely phenomenal. Session IPA and a phenomenal one. And you'll also find it there, Holyrood pale on the keg front on that side. But a tip of the hat to the years gone by, obviously with the nooses. So there's nooses hanging in the windows, lamps and things as well. Nicholson's do a fine refurb job on everything. Loads of old quotes and things on the walls and stuff as well. But big fan of everything that Nicholson's do anyway, and a big fan of anything like this. Great staff, great pub. That then puts me back to where I started 3 hours ago, outside the wee pub. So it is time to climb a hill, and I remember this hill from the very first time we came. I remember hating it, but needs must. We must get on. We must get around as much of this amazing city as I possibly can today. So up we go. Dog. There's always time to stop for a dog. Don't even go with me. The news is that as you do walk up the hill, halfway, you get to the Bow Bar. So it's not actually that bad, the hill, to be honest. And so we didn't do this one last time, and I'm kind of glad to be doing it this time because splits up the walk, doesn't it? So yeah, Harry Potter themed merchandise things, Maison Bleue, all sorts of stuff on this beautiful street. But we're here for that. Let's go and do the Bow Bar. The question I should ask myself is it too early to get onto the 10% Imperial Stouts? I mean, the answer is yes, it is too early to get onto the 10% Imperial Stouts. Am I going to do it anyway? Also, yes. You know, you only live once. My life's probably going to be short enough already. I mean, there she is, 10% Impy Stout at this time of day. Why not, eh? But there's some really good beers on in general. That is from Campervan, who I was at yesterday, and it is really nice as well. But stuff from Fine, Buxton. I mean, I know Buxton Brewery very well. Another Campervan, Loch Lomond's. You know, plenty of good beer choices to have in here. And if beer isn't your thing, again, you won't go shy of a whiskey in here either. What a great place. So people have said this was one that I would massively appreciate, and I most certainly do. To the top of the hill, you can hang a right, which will take you down to Frankenstein's and Greyfriars Bobby, stuff like that. But we did them as a revisit last time, so no value in me going that way. So top of the hill, I'm turning left. And the next one then should be just up here. The next one then, it's at the top of the Royal Mile. So the Royal Mile obviously is down there. Again, we did the Royal Mile last time. We didn't make it as far up as this, but another Nicholson's pub, Deacon Brodie's Tavern, is up here on the other side. So this will be stop, I believe, 11 of the day so far. Let's get in and see Deacon Brodie's Tavern. The Nicholson's pub brings with it more Nicholson's beer range and things like that. The kind of stuff you expect. Very similar in the beer range, if not almost identical to the Last Drop, which I'm absolutely all about. Once again, I am on another one from Stewart. This time it's Holyrood, the pale ale off the keg for me. And Stewart Brewing, trust me, if you're sleeping on them, don't, because their beers are really good. And let's show you what they have on in here. So the Jack Bat was what I had last time, but this time it is this, the Holyrood. Gorgeous looking place. Look, loads of ornate wood. The ceiling quite impressive and stuff in here as well. And it's doing a roaring trade already today. So yeah, great pub once again. Another big tick for Nicholson's. Time for another revisit. So when we came out of Last Drop last time, we walked up this way on a recommendation from my good buddy Josh from Shropshire Swillers, who had said that this was an absolute must go to in Edinburgh, and he was not wrong. It's well hidden. We've come out of Deacon Brodie's Tavern, hang a right and walk down about 150 yards or so. You will spy this alleyway, look, with signs to find the Jolly Judge, which is tucked away down that alleyway, and it's just a proper little pub. It really is a great little space. So it was one that I was desperate to come back and do properly, and then we did proper videos and stuff today. So Jolly Judge, it's up 12 of the day so far, and revisit number 2. Down the alleyway that I was at, you get to this, and it is set just far away from the hustle and bustle of the main street to not attract too many of the tourists, and it is just a proper pub. This, a wonderful little place. Of other stuff in here is where the beauty lies. Tempest, fine ales. So Tempest is what I've gone with. I've gone with this long white clouds, but I nearly fenced the trap and went for the dipper. But yeah, that's the bar range. So let's show you the rest of it. It feels like one of those special little places. So I'm well happy to be back in here. Loved it last time we were here, and I've still got that feeling about it today. So Tempest Brewing obviously have something to do with the pub or certainly the amount of lines they've got on. But that's pretty good. What I've got, it's a proper pub. Old stone exposed walls all over for you. Fire is going, which is heating the place, but that is the extent of the Jolly Judge there. So you saw the beer line up. That is the whole pub for you. Beautiful little place, really, really cool. Back out the alley, hang a right again. We're trotting up, obviously towards Edinburgh Castle. That's why all the slopes and things are like that. But I mean, this city is it's magical. It really is. Like, I think that's a fair word for describing Edinburgh in general. It just is. It's just a magical city. And I absolutely adore the place. I love it more than I can really put into words. I mean, there's a chap playing the bagpipes on the street in a kilt when it's about 6 degrees. What a city. But 100 yards or so long from there is this. I'm so going to struggle with this. Right, I'm going to go with Ensign Ewart. Ensign Ewart. Established 1680, the run up to the castle is obviously just up here, past the bagpiper. But we're going with Ensign Ewart, is the way I'm saying it. So please don't be too harsh on me if I've got that massively wrong. At the end of Lawn Market, that then goes on to Castle Hill. So Ensign Ewart, 13 of the day. I think the word magical is my new word of the day, but it is. It's a magical little pub. It's a beautiful little place. Good car scale again. Lovely old vibe. It's in the shadow of the castle, like as close to the castle as it is. It was always going to be old, historic feeling. Have plenty of beautiful original features, and it certainly does tick all of those boxes for you. So go and have a look around the castle because it is pretty stunning. I've done it before. It's amazing. And then come in here. That's what I've gone with in it. Another one from my boys at Stewart Brewing. Massive fan of their stuff. Not had a bad beer of theirs ever that I'm aware of. So cool looking place, isn't it? Cool looking place. Some swords up behind the thing. But yeah, Ensign Ewart is what I'm going with. Whether or not I'm right, I don't know. I might even ask in a minute and say, am I saying this right? Because chances are I'm probably not. As we know, I do tend to occasionally pronounce things wrongly, but it has a little bit of extra space and stuff around to the back. But it feels like a proper, beautiful, historic place. One more up here in this little bit to tick off. I'm going to head back down that way. So, this one, still hear the bagpipes, they're really good to be fair. This one is the Castle Arms. I mean, it's not hard to work out why it's called the Castle Arms. Is it situated where it is and stuff? I mean, this is beautiful as well. But Castle Arms is stop 14 so far of the day. And it is still only just coming up for like 4:30 time. Put a shift in so far. The Scottish Grand List to tick off, didn't I, today? So it's got to dinner time. My haggis fritters have worn off. So here they've got the Cullen skink and they've got haggis, neeps and tatties on the menu. So 2 birds, 1 stone. Let's get them all ticked. Should show you around the pub itself. It's got a little bit of car scale and stuff on it anyway, but Cullen skink, that smells phenomenal. It really does. So, hey, always a fan of local delicacies wherever I go, and yeah, very much looking forward to trying this. Loaded and absolutely phenomenal.
Absolutely brilliant.
Not sure if, unless you're sat overlooking Margot Robbie's back garden, that the views from a pub window are going to be much better than that, are they? My Cullen skink was amazing. Bring on the haggis, neeps and tatties. They bring them on. Haggis, neeps and tatties. Oh.
Let's try this. Good old fork. I love haggis, man. I love everything about it. Yeah, it's good.
If I eat anything else today, I am done and I'm going back. So, taking a 10-minute walk. You come through past the Ensign, Ewart, or however you say it. Go down a little courtyard called Milne Court, and you'll come out here on the other side of that, and yeah, it's so beautiful, this city. Cold, but beautiful. Then I am now walking down this slope, down this hill, and it is a big old cluster of pubs that I've never been to over on this side. So, see you there. I'm on Rose Street. There's actually one there called 37 Bar that I didn't know about, but I wanted to meet someone in here. So, Black Rose Tavern is my 15th stop of the day. I'll go back in that 37 Bar in a minute. So, this is Rose Street, and it's full of bars. I have never been to this part of the city before, so it is a completely new experience on me, and I'm already mega excited for it. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right, I thought, you know what, I was cracking on with Edinburgh, I was getting through it, I was like, yeah, you know what, must have this city nearly done. Yeah, you can laugh. Yeah, must have this city nearly done. So that was, I've done about maybe a third of the old town, maybe 2/3, so I'm really lucky. And now I'm in a new town. And yeah, it just it goes on and on again on this strip. On it. So these guys, it's the same guys that own Banshee Labyrinth, which actually does now make more sense when you look at the slightly gothic decor in here, a coffin and skulls and things like that, with the old lanterns on, and the skeleton playing a guitar and stuff up there. So yeah, same guys that own Banshee Labyrinth, which obviously I absolutely adore. Banshee Labyrinth is such a great place, and that explains why I really like this as well. Pretty cool, yeah? So, not one to ever leave a pub behind. I will walk back on myself all of 20 yards to ensure that we can do this. 7 Bar, the lads have just been referring to it as Robertson's. It does say Robertson's 37 Bar, as you can see. So, yeah, maybe it is called Robertson's. Let's say it is. Let's call it Robertson's, and it looks pretty beautiful. So here on the corner. So this, when you come onto Rose Street, that is the corner of Rose Street, the edge of the thing there. I came up. You will get to here, and that will be the first thing you actually spot just before you get down to where I was. Let's do Robertson's. This old school corner pub. You can tell, but again, the very high ceilings give an indication that it's a pretty old bar. Lovely back bar to it. Lovely little L shape on it, and yeah, it's got 1 car scale and a decent little keg mix. That back bar is particularly impressive. It's another one from Stewart Brewing, is the car scale, and the taps are pretty standard to what else we've seen around the sort of area around this so far. But as you can see, busy, doing a rip-roaring little trade, and another good bar. Street is very, very dangerous, believe me. So that's you walk back past the Black Rose, and it's probably another 50 yards then into the next one, and I can't even see the end of the street. I can't even see it, and all I can see is lights on either side that say pub. But anyway, 50 yards brings us to this Rose Street Brewery. So to give you an idea, so that one that I was in a minute ago, Robertson's, which just then there was number 37 on the street. This is just number 55 on the street, and it's yet another one. And there was one in between as well. So that's how packed out this street is with pubs. So the Rose Street Brewery is stop 16, I think, 16 of the day. I don't know, 16 or 17. Pub. So you get the vibe, you get the style that we're going to be looking at already. And my boys at Titanic in Staffordshire will be proud of me. I found a plum porter up here. Always happy to find a plum porter no matter where I go. We got a very, very decent deal up on their signature brew backstage. Holyrood again from Stuart on there, but yeah, plum porter Titanic's one on there, and Leeds Pale again from Stuart's, and Timmy Taylor's. Some good bits on there. So it's a Nicholson's, so you know what the the aesthetic is going to be. And the aesthetic is always going to be good, isn't it? There you have. Straight out of there. And you can straight away see the next pub before you even move. You can see it. And it's just here. It's called the Auld Hundred. So, yeah, literally from there, you walk to here, and it is yet another one. So this is stop 18. I have counted now. It's stop 18 of the day. Beautiful old house type place. Love the stonework. Let's get and see what the pub has today. This is a nice looking little place again. So you come in up a few stairs. There's a dining room upstairs, but this is pub. This is definitely pub on the ground level and stuff in here. 3 again from Coldtown. 3 from Coldtown on the keg range. A couple of cask ales from Stewart. So running theme. So Stewart, Coldtown have got their beers in a lot of the local pubs, which is good to see. And yeah, rustic, a bit of a rustic feel to it. Another exposed stone wall. Stew from Stewart on here, both really good beers. That Edinburgh Black Dry Stout is phenomenal, and I had the back in blue earlier on. I was very impressed. So also one of the Stewart ones on the kegs, and like I said, Coldtown beer, as you can see from the sign as well. 3 from Coldtown beer on the session. Pale's what I've gone for now. Baltic IPA and the crisp craft lager. It's nice to see local breweries represented in so many of the local pubs, especially since it's a big old city and it would be easy to ignore the local breweries. Fair play to them for not doing so. Right next door is the back end, so we're going to go around the front, but right next door, literally right next door, is the next pub. I told you, this is just getting silly already. But we could have just gone in the back door, but I said I wanted to come and do the front entrance. So it is literally, yeah, you come in straight in the back door. And it's called this, the Boozy Cow. But yeah, we could have gone, but I made them walk around, so tough. Because it's always nice to show you the front of things, but yeah, this is absolutely ludicrous. This city is amazing, but yeah, this whole area, this new town part, the streets are just pumping pub after pub after pub at me. Boozy Cow up next. It's a good little cocktail bar and eatery, basically. So blending the lines between both bits. But got a little menu like popcorn, chicken, wings, tenders, bites, sides, things like that. Good little cocktail menu. Nice little vibe. Modern style bar. So again, a little bit different to a lot of what I've seen thus far today in Edinburgh. But this is what makes a big city so good, isn't it? There's so much variety. The cocktails, so Coldtown, 2 on there, Coldtown. I've gone with Coldtown's XPA Nitro for myself in here. Well, they do make some pretty good cocktails, and as you can see, little modern vibe. Things going on to it. Across the main road. It's still Road Street. Get on to the next bit. And I said, look, let's find pubs. And the boys are like, nah, this is a bar. This is a bar. And technically, they are correct. It is a bar. It's a Mexican bar called Taco Libre. But we don't really need to be adding extra bars for the sake of it. But we're going to anyway. So, it's table service. Is it a bar? Is it not a bar?
It's a bar.
It's a bar. We'll go in then. There you go. Right, we're going in. Taco Libre. Mexican bars, I mean Mexican bottled beers, and they've always done Pacificos and a Corona with the lime in. But yeah, I don't really see why we needed to add a Mexican taco bar to like the rule, but you know, I'm trusting. Well, yeah, you know what, I'm at their mercy at the moment. So we're doing what we are. You know what, it's all right. If I was hungry, I'm not. By the way, after that Cullen skink and the haggis, neeps and tatties, but if I was, I'd probably come in here for tacos. It's a little Mexican bar, little Mexican taco place, but you know, Mexican beer, kind of what you'd expect. The tacos coming out smell pretty cool, but yeah, we did not need to add extra bars. Behind me, in front of me. Literally, since I got to this, I've walked about 50 yards and we got to this street. It's like that street in Bristol, King Street, just bar. Right, anyway, this next. And this one's called Element. And it looks a little bit like a fairy tale of New York or whatever. Yeah, very Christmassy already. I'm sure it's not like that all year round, but Element is my next stop of the day, which is stop 21 so far. And the night is still young. Nice little place. Again, modern style vibe to it. Decent little keg mix. Stewart Brewing, Pilot, cold beer, all amongst the taps. Very, very impressed on how many local breweries get into the big city centre bars. If only that's spread throughout the country. But yeah, nice little place. Take for a wonder. So I've gone with the Stewart the Nitro, 80 shilling one. But yeah, ain't a bad looking gaff, is it? Apparently it goes quite a long way back, so we're going to have a wander on through. There are some. This is another Cold Town, one of the XPA Nitro and stuff's on there as well. It does. Again, it looks small from the front, and actually it goes quite a long way back with a fair old dining space to the back. It's a mammoth walk to the next one. I've walked all of about 100 yards or so, and it's another Nicholson's. Got a nice looking one. Here's the Kenilworth. So, see where the bus just went by? Literally, we were there. So that's quite a long walk for this street, to be fair, to get to this one. Kenilworth, Nicholson's, top 22. Let's see it. This might actually be today's most impressive Nicholson's one of the lot. Ornate ceiling. Probably, well, it's high. 6-7 metre high ceiling. Really, really ornate decor on it. Lovely central bar that you walk all the way around. Some good cask ale, including one Birmingham Brew Co. Pale Brummy. Haven't seen that anywhere up in Scotland yet, but yeah, have a tour of this. So, Pale Brummy on, yeah, Birmingham Brew. Haven't seen that up here at all, so fair play to this Nicholson's throwing it on. But look at this. So many intricate, the tiling is stunning, the wood is incredible, and the whole vibe of it is sharp, isn't it? But that's what I was talking about, the ceiling. Intricate detail and stuff on the ceiling. Look at that. That's quite the pub ceiling. But this bit in the middle, quite the middle bar, isn't it? What a wonderful pub. So Nicholson's always impressive with the aesthetic and the vibe. This one could wear with the best. Right, straight out of a Nicholson's, another Nicholson's that was, obviously. Walk past the beautiful view of the castle once again, and up to this. This one, the Amber Rose, and I'm told that this is a stone gate. Is that the first stone gate I've done today? I think it might be. I think this might be the first stone gate of the day. But yeah, look at that. In the shadow of that beautiful view, you'll get to this. As far as stone gates go, you know what, again, yeah, actually, I think this is not a bad one at all. It's got screens galore everywhere you look. You'll find them. Decent keg mix. Not bad. Again, couple of cask ales on from Stewart. So, screens galore. Stonegate look, Stonegate vibe. Walk out of there, and again, it's a lot of 10 yards, and you get to this one. These boys keep talking this one up to me, so I'm looking forward to this. Black Cat. So yeah, we've come out of there, the Amber Rose, the back view to it there. Come out of there, you can get to the Black Cat pretty quickly. There's another pub there. Honestly, this street just goes on and on and on. The Black Cat is my 24th stop of the day so far. They're drinking like big girls' blouses now, so I'm doing all right. This is a cool little vibe in here. Oh yeah, I really like this. Couple of cask ales on, really, really good tap mix and stuff. Really good vibe. This reminds me of the one I was in there in Leith last night, the Mother Superior. Rustic vibe, good beer, good mix of people in. Like it. A little mix on, gonna cut off casks, but with the leaf juice. I love a bit of leaf juice. Handwritten. Was hey, handwritten. Hey, if you haven't got a pump clip, you make the best of it, and they've made the best of it. But I like the whole aesthetic. I like the whole vibe of it. I'm assuming they're bagpipes that are supposed to be playing, but it does remind me a little bit of the Mother Superior from yesterday in Leith. Great little vibe. On a sensible note, a sensible time, because it's like 11:15 on a Monday night. I've got another big day in Edinburgh tomorrow. That brings me to a close. Don't feel too bad considering, but yeah, that brings me to a close for tonight because I want to be up early. I've got all this to edit tonight. I want to be up early. I want to get back out. Excuse me, around Edinburgh. That was gross. I really apologise for that. Get out and get some more of Edinburgh seen and done tomorrow. So massive thanks for watching, sticking with me. I hope you've enjoyed that. Been some bangers today, and there are so many more bangers to come tomorrow.